Hello my darlings, it's me Dana and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face and review of Makeup Revolution London. I've got their primers, I've got foundations, powders, eyeshadows. I've got a couple of brush kits that we're going to go into, mascara, the eyeliner you've seen on my channel so many times, so you already know what it's like. And I've got a couple of lip products that I want to use as well. I've got all the information that I need on my little piece of paper, 3 pages long, so you know I've done the research. I'm going to go through what comes in the product, how much it is, if it's cruelty free, vegan, all of that jazz. So without any more nattering, I'm going to get on with the video. Okay, I'm going to start by doing what I always do, which is blocking out my brows. If you want to learn how I do this, the video will be in the cards up above. I am going to be using a new product today, which is part of the Essentials eye brush set. If I look down here constantly, it's because that's where my notes are. So the Essentials eye brush set is £10 on revolutionbeauty.com, and the one I'm going to be using is the lash separator, which is this. Let me take the little protective cover off. It's just a metal spoolie really, and I think that's going to do really well in helping me cover my brows. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've glued down the brows, I'm going to be taking the Revolution Translucent Baking Powder, as you can see here. This one retails for £5 on the Revolution Beauty website. It comes in 10 shades. It's a setting and brightening powder, finely milled, and it doesn't say on the website that this is vegan and cruelty free, but we can do some more research and find that out later. I'm going to be popping it into just the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use later. I'm going to dispense it out onto there. I'm going to be taking one of the brushes from the Conceal and Define brush set. This is £15 on revolutionbeauty.com. It comes with 4 brushes. As you can see here, it comes with a blush powder brush, a flat blending brush for use with powder and liquid products, a flat eyeshadow concealer brush for use with liquid, cream and powder products, and then a fluffy eyeshadow blending brush, which is pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to be taking the flat blending brush for this, just gonna tap it into the powder that you can see here. It picks up a ridiculous amount of product, as you can see, and I'm just going to tap this onto the brow. Don't mind the mirror. Look at that. That's how you conceal a brow. Okay, now I'm going to use the blush brush just to brush off some of the excess powder. Now I'm going to be taking one of the foundations that I've got from Revolution. I'm going to be taking the Fast Base Stick Foundation. This is in the shade F1. As you can see there, it comes in a lovely little compact with Revolution on the side, and it's a twistable foundation. It says on the website that there are 18 shades for a range of undertones. They say twist up, swipe on and blend out with fingers, a beauty sponge or your favourite foundation brush. Today I'm going to be using the flat top blending brush from the Conceal and Define brush set. This costs £5 on revolutionbeauty.com, and F1, the shade that I'm using, is for fair skin tones with a neutral undertone. I would get rose undertones for my skin colour, but I am going to be concealing brows, so there's going to be a blue undertone in it anyway, so you might as well go for the neutral. It doesn't say on the website that this is vegan and cruelty free, Just going to put that out there. We can again do some more research later. So I'm just going to twist it up a little bit, and I'm just going to brush it over the brows. There you go, look at that, stunning, gone. This formula is so lovely and creamy that it just glides on the skin. Now that we've got that, I'm just going to brush off some of the powder that we had on the blending brush. I've just got a towel on my lap if you're wondering why I'm brushing it. And I'm just going to dab on the top to really get the product in and around the brow. Lovely. For such a small amount of product, that went a hell of a long way. Very, very good product. I've been using it for a while, and if you don't want to pay the premium price for something like the Kryolan TV paint stick, you could just pick up one of these. You're probably going to get less product in it, and it's going to be less long wearing because it's not a foundation that's made for stage, but at the same time you're paying, what was it, £5 for this. You can't really go wrong, can you? Okay, now that the brows are covered with this wonderful foundation, I'm going to be using a couple of primers that Revolution has, these two here. The first one that we have is the Hydrate primer. This is £6 on revolutionbeauty.com. It's a fast absorbing, lightweight, water-based primer that will inject your skin with vitamin E and hyaluronic acid. I'm a little bit tired, okay. Some kind of acid that is going to instantly hydrate your skin. This is cruelty free, as said on the website. So, it is, look at that. It is definitely a water-based primer, because that is going very quickly. I'm just going to pop this onto my face. I have a mirror down here, so don't mind me. That's lovely, isn't it? That's my cat on his scratching post, if you can hear that. He wants to get my attention, but I'm filming, so unfortunately he'll have to wait. Secondly, I'm going to be using the Aqua priming base here. This is £6 on revolutionbeauty.com. This is to hydrate, revitalize and prepare your skin all in one spritz. This one is vegan and cruelty free. Lovely. So now that we are dripping with primer, I'm going to go into the Revolution Full Coverage Conceal and Define Foundation. This one has had so many good reviews online. Let me just get up the information. So the shade I've bought today is F3. This one is for fair skin tones with a cool undertone. I should have got F2 because that one is for a more rose pink undertone, but we'll deal with what we've got. This is £9 on revolutionbeauty.com. It comes with 0.8 fluid ounces or 23 millilitres. The website says it's ageless, unisex, affordable and yours. 50 skin true shades, oil free yet creamy and comfortable. A good formula that dries down to a long lasting demi matte finish. That sounds wonderful. I'm very into that. It is vegan, cruelty free, paraben free and oil free. There doesn't have a pump on this one. It is a huge doe foot applicator. Look at that thing. Huge. So I'm just going to dot some on my face, and then we're going to take the flat blending brush again and blend it into the skin. That's really quite a beautiful foundation, and it matches really well with the Fast Base Stick foundation that we've already used. Lovely, so I'm very happy with that foundation. You can definitely see that it's a demi matte because there's still a little bit shine to my skin, but we are going to go back in with the translucent powder. I'm going to tap it again onto my eyeshadow palette, and this time I'm going to take the blush brush, just pack a bit of product. That picks up wonderfully as well, and I'm just going to brush it over the face. Well, this t-shirt is a little bit screwed then, isn't it? But that's what happens when you're using makeup, especially loose powders. They go everywhere. So this translucent powder has really mattified the skin. It looks lovely. Absolutely lovely. The skin still looks like it's got life. The eyebrow cover is still going strong. I'm very happy with that. Very happy indeed. Let's move the powder, let's put everything back. I have just powdered my face, but I am going to go on top with a little bit of the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour. This one is £4 on revolutionbeauty.com. You can get a bigger size of this, which I think it comes up to about here. And that's £7 on the website. This has 50 shades in the range. It is a lightweight yet full coverage concealer. The doe foot applicator allows for a smooth application that won't drag on the delicate skin under your eyes. I have the shade C00 C0.5. That's the one I have, which is for fair skin tones with a pink undertone. This is cruelty free and vegan, so let's apply just a tad under the eyes. Look at how bright that is. Oh, it's so lovely. And the formula is really it feels like it should be really heavy on the skin because it's quite a thick consistency, but I can't feel a thing. Of course I can feel that it's cold on my skin, but weight wise, nothing. Taking the flat top blending brush again and just bouncing that on the skin, just to really blend in and disperse the product. That's lovely though. Lovely texture, lovely finish. I'm going to go back into the Conceal and Define brush set, and I'm going to grab the flat eyeshadow and concealer brush, and I'm just going to work this down my nose, making sure that we've got a good amount of the concealer there for it to work with. Ooh. because I'm so light now, the camera's having a little bit of trouble with its tones. Let's do the same powder combo as we've been doing for the majority of the video. And just use this for what it was designed for, baking. So I'm gonna leave this powder under the eyes for a little bit so that it can bake everything. This poor t-shirt. Oh. Right, now with that baking, I'm going to go and use the Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit. This is in the shade Ultra Fair C01. This is £4 on revolutionbeauty.com. It has a bronze shade here, and then you've got 2 highlighters. This one is the blush that we're going to be using today, but it does have some sheen in it, so do be careful with that. It is vegan, cruelty and gluten-free. Vegan, cruelty-free and gluten-free. It does not have cruelty, thank goodness. Right, so I'm going to grab the blush brush and I'm just going to go into the bronzer shade up here. It does have a lot of kickback on the bronzer itself. And we're just going to take the mirror and I'm going to go right under these cheekbones. Look at that already. And this blush brush is so fluffy and so big that it really just works into the alcoves of your face and blends the product out beautifully. Oh, it's so lovely. I'm just going to sweep it over the forehead. Casper the Friendly Ghost is getting a little bit of definition now. Look at that. This is a lovely product and a lovely brush. Wow, look at that. A little tad bit on the jawline here, just to round me out a little bit. And then I'm going to take the smaller flat top brush and just dab it in the contour and then just ever so gently go down the bridge of the nose just to define it a little bit more and push that lighter concealer right up. Oh, look at that. Just under the nose as well. I'm going to brush off a bit of the bronzer shade that we've got on the brush on the towel. Then I'm going to go into the blush shade here. This is going to have a little bit of pizzazz. And I do have a different highlighter that we're going to be using, so I will not be using this middle shade today. But there are plenty more tutorials that I'm going to be doing with Revolution products, so don't worry. Just gonna bounce this onto the apples of the cheeks. Oh, that's a nice pretty shade actually. And bam, you can already see that highlight peeking through. Yeah, that's lovely. That's bringing a bit more life back to the face and really melting the bronzer shade with the rest of the foundation. This is really, really nice. Well done, £4. Can't go wrong. Next, we are going to grab the strobe highlighter, which is this one. This one is in the shade Moon Glow Light. This one is £3 on revolutionbeauty.com. Look at that. It is stunning, and it's got a lovely ribbed finish to it. So I'm going to grab one of the eyeshadow brushes now from the Essentials Eye Brush Kit. This one is just a fluffy blending brush that anybody has in their kit. I'm just going to dab it into the product here. What did they say about this one? They said it's available in 3 shades. It can be applied both wet or dry for different intensities and is very buildable. This one is vegan, cruelty free and gluten free as well. So I'm just going to pop this on the high points. Oh, that's quite lovely though, isn't it? That is just lovely. Right, £3 if you want a highlight that does this. Wow. Then go ahead and buy it. Can't fault it at all. That's better. We're a lot softer now. That's a wonderful thing about these brushes. It really softens stuff if you've gone a bit too ham, and I like to go a bit too ham and then soften it down, because if you haven't got enough product there in the first place, there's not much you can do about it if you've left all your stuff at home. Whereas when you've gone out, you can just buff it down, soften it a little bit and get it to where you want it to be. Next, we are going to be doing the eyes. So I've got 2 palettes today. Firstly, I have the Foil Frenzy Creation Eyeshadow Palette, which is £8 on revolutionbeauty.com. This comes with 15 eyeshadows. Look at them. Look at that. They are stunning. You can tell that I've swatched a couple already because I could not wait. This is £8. The pigment is poured into here. It's not pressed. A creamy texture which turns into a silky powder. This one is cruelty free. And I've also got this one, which is a redemption palette by them, which is in the Iconic Elements. I could not find this on revolutionbeauty.com. I'm sure it came with a brush as well, but I don't like the brushes that they do, so I probably just threw it away. This is a 12 eyeshadow palette, and it was part of a free gift that I got when you spent over £15 in Revolution a while back. So they're either ending the line for these or changing the packaging. I know that most of the redemption palettes now come in this kind of format instead of the line one. Quite a difference, but they're still eyeshadows. You do get more in here than you get in here, and they have the same footprint, so this one is probably a bit better for your wallet. I'm going to go into the Essentials Eye Kit, and I'm going to grab one of these, which is a large flat blending eyeshadow brush. I'm going to go into just the brown here, just patting it in. They don't have shade names, they're just brown, really. There's not a lot of kickback from that palette, which is lovely. And I'm just going to start etching in where I want my crease to be. Lovely. Look at how beautiful that shade is. It's really blending out nicely on top of the products we've already put down. It's working well with them. The brush is taking the hard work out of everything, and it's really just blending it and diffusing it for me, which is lovely. Next, I'm going to go into a smaller brush that they have here, which is just another size of the blending brush, just a smaller one, just to really get in the crease. Let's make sure the brush is nice and clean, because we want to make this look lovely. Okay, and then I'm going to go into a darker shade down here, the black, which I know is a bit terrifying for most people. I'm just going to lightly tap it on. You do not need to tap it very hard. Look at all of that. And that's not moved when I've tapped it. And I'm just going to go into the outer V and just lightly tap and blend it a little bit into the brown. Lovely, look at that. And now I'm going to take a little blending brush that you get with the kit. Again, make sure that it's nice and clean and dry after that little spritz. And I'm not going to put any product on it, I'm just going to buff the black and the brown into the eye. They blend together so well. Look at that. It's a blown out eye, but it's doing it so perfectly. And these sorts of palettes, the newer Redemption palettes, are around like £4 to £6 each, and you're getting 12 shadows, and they look like this. Value for money. Okay, I'm now going to take the packing brush that we had at the beginning that we used for the brown, clean her off. Okay, lovely and clean, and I'm going to go into the Foil Frenzy palette here, and I'm going to take, I think we're going to have to go in with this lovely cranberry pink here. It is very delicate, so we're just going to lightly drag the brush over it, and this is just going to get a base on the eye for us, and then we'll go in with the finger and pop some on the lid. Oh my goodness, look at that colour. Right, let's grab a fingerful. Oh, and just swipe it across the eye. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Right, and then I'm just going to take the fluffy brush again, the blending brush, and I'm going to go into this super beautiful silvery white. Just get the brush right in the product, and I'm going to gently place this in the inner corner here, just to brighten the eye up. We don't want it too low though. And blend it a bit into the pink. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Wash it off again, get rid of that silver, and then just go in for a final blend. All the shadows. And now we can go into the brown in the palette with the buffing brush that we used, and just tap off some excess and just go under the eye. lovely. Look at that. Yes. Right, I'm going to do the other eye off camera and then I will be right back. Right, okay, now that I've finished both the eyes with the beautiful shadows and the foil frenzy, I'm going to grab the awesome double flick eyeliner, which you have seen on this channel so many times because it is one of my favourite eyeliners. It retails for £3.50 on revolutionbeauty.com. It has thick and thin sides to the pen. As you can see, there's the thick, that's the thin actually, Dana, and there's the thicker end. Both work wonderfully, felt tip kind of things, and it doesn't say that it's vegan or cruelty free on the website, but either way, we're going to give it a nice little shake before we start, and I'm going to go in with the thin side and I'm going to just do a little bit of eyeliner. Beautiful product, £3.50, can't go wrong. Next, I'm going to be going in with the Revolution The Mascara. This is not the waterproof one because I don't need waterproof at the moment. It is £8 on revolutionbeauty.com. It says no gimmicks, no outlandish claims, no crazy ingredients, just real results. The hourglass shaped brush hugs, I'll show you the brush, that is an hourglass, no outlandish claims. It hugs the lash to create a natural curl with a highly pigmented formula. It adds amazing volume and length that won't flake or smudge. This is cruelty free and vegan. Let me grab the mirror and apply it. That really added some volume to my lashes. Goodness gracious. That's a really nice mascara. Look at how beautiful my lashes look. So this, £8 on Revolution Beauty. Next, we are going to put on my normal Little Mix lashes with my duo glue, and I shall be right back. Right, lashes are applied. It's really going nicely with the eye look actually. I'm now going to, I know you've been saying it all video, I'm going to draw on some brows. I'm going to go back into the Iconic Elements palette and I'm going to be taking a mixture of the black down here and then a little bit of the brown. Let's go into the brown first. Let me grab the mirror and then start etching out a brow. Okay, you can see the beginning of this brow. I'm taking the flat brow and liner brush from the Eyes Essentials palette. I'm going to go into this colour down here, the kind of almost grey, just to see if that helps a little bit with this brow drawing. Ooh, those are a couple of nice brows. Now I'm going to take the smaller packing brush and just go in with this top bone shade. Really pack it on and then pack it under the brow. Now for lips. I do have this Retro Luxe metallic lip kit here. This one is in the colour Sovereign. It is £6 on the revolutionbeauty.com website. It contains a liquid lipstick and a lip liner. They are quite lovely. I don't particularly like the metallic lip kits that they do because the way that I overdraw my lips, it never kind of comes out properly, but I will use the lip liner from this. This is cruelty free and gluten free, as said on their website. Oh my god, there's a big black dot on my nose. Get rid of that. Okay, let's draw in some lips. Lovely. And I'm going to go in with a rose gold lipstick that Revolution do. This is in the shade Chauffeur. I could not find this on the Revolution Beauty website because I think they've discontinued it now. It was part of a free gift when you spent over £15 in the store. But there are similar lipsticks like these which cost around £3. It's a bullet lipstick, and let me just apply it for you. Oh, that's a really lovely shade. It's a shame I couldn't find it on the website because I would buy more. Really creamy, buildable coverage, beautiful colour. And I think that's it. Just to finish off, I'm going to grab the fixing spray that I always use, which is the Hyaluronic Fix by Revolution. This is £6 on their website. It says plump, hydrate and set makeup in one place all day. Contains sodium hyaluronate. Some sodium, which has the ability to penetrate skin and hold on to water. Shake gently before use, close eyes before spraying product. It doesn't say on the website if it's vegan or cruelty free, but I'm sure there are alternatives on the website that are. Okay, my hair's a little bit crazy after being under that wig cap, but we're just going to deal with it. The final thoughts that I have on all of these products, as you can see, the face came out really nicely. All of the foundation is beautiful, the contour is lovely, the eyebrows are great, the little shadow on the top, gorgeous, the lipstick colour is absolutely stunning. Okay, favourites of this video. This foundation, stunning coverage, looks beautiful, is wearing very nicely on the skin. After all that powder, it still looks beautiful. I love the concealers, I always have done, and they work really well with the foundation. The fast stick base, also another favourite of mine because it's a cheaper alternative to a TV paint stick by Kryolan. The mascara did actually really well with these lashes and I'm very impressed. Awesome Double Flick I always love. Not too bothered about this. I'll probably go back to my L'Oreal Paris, but at the same time, there are good products. I wouldn't knock them. Translucent powder is powder. It's cheap, it's good, it works. This is a beautiful shade for very fair skin tones, and the only thing I have about this is I don't like that the blush is a highlight. I would prefer if the blush was just a matte colour. The eyeshadow palettes, these two, this one, absolutely beautiful colours, absolutely incredible, applies really, really creamy and lovely. This one gives you a lovely definition for the eye and a lovely brow highlight, and it can draw in a brow. So I would recommend something similar to these or these if you can get them, and they're relatively cheap, under £10 for 15 eyeshadows, and then I think £4 were the redemption palettes, so you're getting 12 for £4. Hello. Strobe highlighter, not that bothered. It does what it says on the tin. It's relatively cheap, but I'm not bothered. The brush kits here. Now, these brushes are very, very soft, very lovely, and they do exactly what you need them to do. If you don't have face brushes already, I would recommend you pick these up. They are a little bit pricey for what I would pay for them. I think I got them at a cheaper rate. I think I bought 2 brush sets, so one of them was half price. I think this one was half price. But Revolution Beauty do promotions, sales all the time, so you can get something like this for a little bit cheaper. The eye set, if you need an eye set, these are a really good starting point. This blending brush is fluffy, it works really well. These 2 packing brushes deposit the product really nicely. This brow brush and eyeliner brush, it's not a brow brush that I might pick up because it's not as sturdy as I want it to be. Don't get me wrong, these bristles are hard, but I prefer something that's a little more chopped down, that's a little more compact, so I can really just etch it on. But it had no problem drawing these brows. This is the hidden gem in all of this. As you can see, it is covered in glue now, which is a shame, but when I was combing through the hairs in my brow, placing them up, it was really dispersing them, and then this plastic bit here, when I was brushing them so close, I would hook them up, brush them down, and then push down with the plastic bit, smoothing them all down. So this is a really, really good brush, and if Revolution does this on its own and you don't need an eye set, pick this up if you're covering eyebrows. It is great. If not, do what I normally do, stay with the toothbrush. This is the only brush I will not use in this set. It's a tiny little thin liner brush. I don't do my eyeliner with pomades or creams and stuff like that, so this will go unused. But for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 out of the 6 brushes I would use, I would recommend you pick it up. What have we got left? Retro Luxe metallic lip. If it was in a different colour, yes. This one, no thank you. The lip liner was good, it did its job. The metallic lipstick, not for me, but thank you. This bullet lipstick, Chauffeur, absolutely stunning colour. Look at that. Even with overdrawing, it makes the lips look plump, full, moisturised. Oh, it looks stunning. I'm very, very impressed with this. If you can get this colour again somewhere, go buy it. It's stunning, but I couldn't see it on the Revolution website when I was filming. This is always a favourite, the Hyaluronic Fix. Whatever sodium's in it. This is stunning, and it really melts all of the products that I've used in the video together and sets them down. So these are my favourites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products, and then the 7, including a lipstick, and then the brushes are incredible as well, so pick them up if you can. That's all I have for you today, my darlings. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, it helps me out. I want to hit at least 100 in the next coming weeks because I want to get that custom URL. Come on, come on, come on. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like down below. It helps out as well. Share this video around. Maybe tag Revolution in a little post about it. Get them to see it. Because I am one of those Revolution fanboys. It's been wonderful, my darlings. If you have any questions, comment them down below. If you want to see the rest of my videos, we have playlists everywhere. They're all on my channel. The links will be up on social media. All my social media handles are at HausOfFreeman, Haus, as it's spelled on the YouTube channel. So, my darlings, it's been lovely. Stay tuned and take care.